Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the National At-Home Dad Network's webinar series. Today, we are live with the Boxing Fit Boss, Brian Moss. I've known Brian now for a little over 11 years. I met Brian the first time when I showed up at a gym desperately trying to lose weight so that I wouldn't look fat in my wedding pictures. I approached him. He did an amazing job. I'm not sure how, but somehow he got me down to 167 pounds for my wedding. I have not seen that weight since then, but I've worked out off and on with him over that 11-year period, sometimes here in North Carolina, other times now, for instance, we work out on Tuesday and Thursday mornings with a group of guys via Zoom. And what I like about it more than anything is that Brian does workouts that don't really use any equipment other than your body. And trust me, it's enough. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Brian, and we're going to get to it.
Cool. I think I'm live. I guess it's got me here. If not, hopefully Matt will grab me and we can restart it or get it resituated. But thanks, Matt, for that introduction. It was an honor to help you lose weight. I take great honor and pride in being able to help people reach their fitness goals, and especially like now, I'm really empathetic and passionate about helping guys specifically stay in shape, lose weight, have energy to play with their kids. I'm a dad myself. I have 3 daughters. They're very close in age. They're young. They're energetic. And of course, every time I come through that door, they want to jump on my back, jump on my shoulders, jump on my legs. So nothing wrong with that. They're kids. But I need to be in shape in order to do that. And I assume that some of you guys enjoy that too. You just want to have the energy to do that. And with with you guys being stay-at-home dads, I know that is a heck of a job. There's a lot of stuff that you have to juggle, and so it's kind of hard to find time to work out. Which that's why a lot of the times I'll use very little equipment or no equipment at all. And that's based on like my background. I was a boxer in college. And if you know anything about like martial arts or boxing or anything like that, generally you're not going to use a lot of weights, especially heavy weights, because you want to stay limber, and you want to be flexible, and you want to build up speed. All right. And you can get strong, you can get powerful, you can get fast without using weights, and without building like a lot of bulk. So for you guys, for dads, that's a kind of double. It's gonna be good on both sides, because if you don't have a lot of like heavy weights laying around, you don't need a lot of space. You can get a very effective quick workout, which I'm gonna lead you through a quick workout today. I got a routine set up, but I specifically designed this one so that you can kind of break it up, do different parts throughout the day, and get the kids involved with you. So some of this stuff, me and my kids will just do. They'll be like, "Daddy, can we can we train today?" So we'll come in here and this is like my little studio. Like I said, I don't have a lot of room. It's a converted bedroom, and we just get a workout in. So the number one thing I would say is, if you're going to be doing home workouts, all right, download an interval timer. Okay, so that way, like I said, time can be the biggest obstacle. So if you have a set amount of time, if you got 20 minutes to work out, all right, you want to make it effective. You don't want to do one set, and then take 2 minutes rest, all right, and then do another set, another 2 minutes rest. You want to stay on the time clock. So if you download an interval timer, you can set the amount of sets, the amount of work. So we're going to do 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest during this little routine today. And I've actually themed it around like different movies, different animal movements, and some yoga stuff, because yoga, stretch, and recovery is very important too. But the animal movements, the kids love that, and you'll find that it's still effective. All right, so let's get it rolling here. We're actually gonna like warm up our neck and shoulders a little bit. So I just want you to roll your neck side to side real quick. A quick little loosening up here before we get cracking. We'll get one more time to each side. There we go, good. And then we're gonna give ourselves big hugs here, big hugs. I had to pull my cool dad shirt out of the closet today. So, all right, we got arm circles going forward, and then we're gonna go arm circles going backwards. All right. Good stuff. And then the last little warm up, we're just gonna march. All right. So you're gonna bring the knee up. You could do it as like a knee hug. All right. Again, most of these things, these are movements that you can do throughout the day. And hopefully, like if you're doing, I know a lot of parents are doing homeschool, virtual school right now. So these are things that you can implement during a little 10-minute break. Like you can say, hey, we're going to do these. Like we got bear crawls later. We got, squat kicks. We got some stuff that, very effective stuff, gets the blood moving, and it keeps you from your child from being in that slumped over position all day long at that computer or just watching the TV. All right. Okay. So first actual exercise that we're going to do. I pulled this from Karate Kid. All right. So I'm an 80s baby. I grew up watching, some martial arts stuff, but definitely was big on the Karate Kid stuff. So we're going to go to that iconic Karate Kid movement where he's balancing here, right? And then you just kick here. Okay. So we're not going to go really explosive with it. You can go explosive with it, and I'll demonstrate both. But for right now, we're just working on our balance and working on that flexibility, all right? Trying to get that foot up nice and high. So we got 30 seconds, and we're actually going to split this. I'll tell you at the 15-second mark, I'm like, switch, and we can just switch legs, all right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all right? So I'm going to balance right here. And just balancing right here, that's already a good exercise, but if you can stretch that leg out, try to get it all the way out. That's going to be good flexible. Let's go ahead and switch, all right? So like I said, we just want to walk you through some stuff today, especially on this first set. We're going to keep it nice and easy, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. So there's 15 seconds of rest right here. We're going to go into a squat kick next, all right? So we're going to squat down. Drop that booty down. When we come up, we've got to kick up high, and then you're going to switch legs. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We're dropping down, and then there's the kick. Dropping it, and kick. All right, you want to make sure you're getting that butt down low. Still keeping the back straight. Again, very little weight here. Just your body weight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. 15 seconds rest. In those rest breaks, you want to make sure you're making good use of those rests, all right? So deep breaths in. Feel that diaphragm. Drop the diaphragm, rather. Feel the lungs. And exhale nice and slowly. Good. All right, so the next one, this is more of a mobility one. All right, range of motion. And honestly, this one is best done with some kind of weight. I got a little 5-pound weight here. But you can also do this with a jacket, like in the Karate Kid movie, the re-upload, little Jaden Smith has his jacket, and Jackie Chan makes him put that jacket on and put it back and take it back off. So you can do the same thing with a dumbbell. And these are called halos. All right. So this works on the range of motion in your shoulders, Kind of relieves the tension in the neck because you're reaching back, stretching this way, and then bringing it back forward. Now you're just going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise. All right, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. I'm going to set that down. The last 30 seconds in this particular circuit, we're just going to throw some punches. All right, so we're going to actually sit down into like a half squat. 3, 2, hands at the face, and 1. All right, so we're just chopping, pop, 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 left, right. You're going to rotate those fists over and then pull them back to your chin. All right, the lower you go on these, the harder they'll be. But either way, you just want to make sure that you're keeping that back straight, just like you did on those squats. All right, 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. All right, so that's one time through. We're going to go through one more time. All right, a couple deep breaths. 3, 2, 1, and we're balancing again. So balance, kick. It doesn't matter how many kicks you get here. We're really focusing on that balance. All right, this is just a distraction. So you can come up high if you want. Good. Let's switch legs. Breathing out. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's time. Good stuff. Good. All right, we got the squat kick coming up. So as I'm doing this timer is just running. All right, I can pause it if I need to, but it keeps me honest, keeps me accountable. All right, ready? Let's go. Down and kick. Exhale out as you're working against gravity. So when I stand up and kick, that's when I breathe out. Coming down, breathe in, breathe out. The good thing about these like no weight workouts, you can speed them up. So I can really like just crank this up and go as fast as I can. Or you can just take your time and just go through the movements. All right. The main thing is just that you're moving and you're challenging yourself with the energy that you have at that particular moment or for that day. All right. We're not always going to be 100% every single day. All right. 3, 2, and 1. We got our halos. So once again, you can do this with the jacket. The main key here is you're just trying to reach back as far as you can, go around the head, and then bring it back. Three, 2, 1. Good stuff. Good. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use like a canned vegetables, gallon jug. You don't need a lot for that one, all right? Here we go. We got those rapid punches. Sit down in that squat, and let's go. Let's go, guys. Left, right, left, right. You're going to slightly turn your core, all right? And Matt will tell you, I try to mix some of this stuff in because I don't know many people that like just doing a bunch of crunches and a bunch of sit-ups, all right? So you really should be trying to activate your core, everything you do, especially if it's some kind of rotating motion. All right, 3, 2, and 1. That's time. Good. Then you get the most bang for your buck. All right, good deal. We're going to take a quick little sip here, a little breather. And then, so that's the end of the Karate Kid themed stuff. We're going to go to animal movements, all right? So with the animal movements, you can grab water or whatever that you want while I'm demonstrating. But your animal movements, you're going to start with a crab walk, all right? Again, these are things that your kids, if you got time to do it with your kids, they're going to love it, all right? So here, hands are down, hips are off the floor. We're just going to walk forward. No matter how much space you have, use the space that you have, and then walk it backwards, okay? Very easy. But you're hitting your triceps, you're hitting shoulders, you're getting the glutes firing a little bit and the hamstrings, all right? After that one, we're going to flip it over. We got some bear crawls. So you're going to try to keep that butt down low. We're walking forward and walking back. And on this one, you still got all of the same limbs working. You're just working the opposite side. So it's important to get that balance when you're doing these. And also this one, you're working the core, okay? And then after that, the third one, we just have a Cobra, all right? So we're going to do these as Cobra Push-Ups. All right, let's get it cracking, fellas. Got the crab walk in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So we're just walking forward, walking back. And some of you may be, you may already be fit. And so the next round in here, I'll show you a couple ways you can upgrade this, all right? If you're just getting back into it, you want to take it easy. 3, 2, and 1. Ease yourself into it. Remember, that consistency is going to beat the intensity every time. So if you can work out 3 times a week at a medium intensity versus 1 time a week at a really high intensity, those 3 days are going to benefit you way more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We got those bear crawls. Now, if you need to modify this one, because this one is pretty tough, all right? You need to modify it. If you have trouble holding up your own body weight, just come right here. Don't even try to move. Just hold yourself up right here, all right? Push against the ground. Pull those abs up. Think about pulling your belly button up through the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. Shake those arms out. And stretch the shoulders here, coming across this way. Same thing on the other side. All right, we're going to lay flat on our stomachs this time, and we got a Cobra Stretch. All right, so here, we're going to push up, look at the ceiling, stretch those abs, and then back down. All right, so we're doing like a 2-second hold, 1, 2, then back down. 1, 2, back down. 1, 2, down. 1, 2. 1, 2. 5 seconds left. 1, 2, and time. Good. Shaking those out. We're going right back to those crab walk, all right? Like I said before, if you want to modify this, if you want to progress it, I got something for you right here, all right? So everybody's going to modify it. You can go right back to the walk. If you want to progress it, you stay stationary, but you're going to reach up. It's called a crab reach, all right? So again, working the flexibility here too. So trying to straighten that leg out. 10 seconds. Triceps are getting some good work here, especially when you're switching to that one arm, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to flip it over. Bear crawls. I'll show you another way. So if you want to progress this one, you can do a bear crawl push-up. Okay? All different. You can get so creative with this stuff. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So regular bear crawls are here, and then reverse it, right? All right. If you're like, man, I really want to work on my strength, here's a push. Another crawl, then push. Step, then push. Coming back, push. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Shaking it out. Cobra push-ups. Again, I'll show you modified. And about halfway through, I'll show you advanced. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Up. There's 1. Back down. Remember, this is not just about the push. You want to really get that stretch in the front of your abs there. Good. All right. Now, from here, the down dog into a Hindu push-up. All right. And then back up. Still getting that stretch. 3 seconds. And time. Good stuff. Taking it out. All right, guys. We got 3 more movements. And my kids love these too. These are These are all yoga. They're all yoga poses, all right? But don't let that fool you, okay? So still gonna be working some balance, working the legs here. All right, take a quick deep breath. And we'll go through these 2 times, all right? So we got a warrior pose. So with the warrior pose, you're gonna take your feet out wide. We're gonna face the left side here, all right? And the goal here really is to sit down, sink those hips down, and you wanna feel a stretch on the inner thighs here, all right? We got the hands out to the side here, and we're just gonna hold, all right? That's it. That's it for the first one. So put some weight on that front leg, on that left leg, sinking the hips down, and holding, all right? Obviously, we got to get this one on both sides. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this can also serve as like the cool down, all right? You can warm up with yoga stuff. You can cool down with it. Anytime I'm doing a static hold, isometric hold yoga, I'm working on my breathing. So you'll hear me like echo that a lot, but really focus on breathing in through the nose. You can also breathe out through the nose, but if you're a beginner at it, I'll suggest breathing out of the mouth so that you get rid of all that carbon dioxide, all right? And that'll help you have more endurance as you're going through the workout. So we're going to switch our feet, face the right side, and 3, 2, 1, drop those hips, hands stay out, deep breaths. And the yoga for me, especially when I'm working on the breathing, is very calming, relaxing, especially if I can get my kids to join in with me. Good before bedtime, kind of winds them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. 15 seconds. We're going to go into a tree pose. This one's a little tough, but you're basically, back up a little bit, you're basically going to put one foot on the inside of the other foot, all right? Right here, hands are up. We're going to bring them right here, prayer hands. Pull those shoulder blades back, so you're squeezing the muscles in your back as if you're doing a row. All right, so squeeze those back. Your hands are in prayer position here. If you're really good balance, you can draw that foot up higher on the inner thigh. If you're a beginner, just sink it back down. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. 15 seconds on the other side, or rest, and then we go to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Good. Also, so I've been saying this like the whole time. It's like, break them down into smaller sets. Like this is 3 different workouts that you could do, and you can break them up. But as Dads and as Matt kind of explained, like you want to be moving all day long. You want to be doing something all day long. So, me and Matt do the Tuesday, Thursday morning workout. Good, that's time. We got a chair pose next. So with that chair pose, it's basically a squat, but you're going to sit your hips back. I want you to turn to the side, okay? All right, we'll do half and half. 3, 2, 1. Those hips back, drop the knees, and we're going to turn. We're going to hold here. But if you can increase your daily activity through like a legit workout, either in the morning or in the afternoon, when you have time, 30, 45-minute workout, and then, but still, get extra steps when you're going out for a walk or, throughout the day doing 1 or 2 little movements. Good, switch sides. 1 or 2 little movements, throughout the day to spike your heart rate up. That's going to help you fight off that dad bod, that total daily energy expenditure. And you can look that up. That's your TDEE. Even when you start a program, it can almost be counterintuitive because psychologically, you're like, I worked out, so I can eat this, I can eat that, but it doesn't work that way. You got to be able to still move throughout the day and um, and just be mindful of what you're putting in your body because you can't outwork a bad diet. All right, 15 seconds. Good stuff. We're going back to the warrior pose on both sides. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Right here. You can sink a little bit lower, and let's rotate it this time. So we're going to rotate here and come up. You'll feel that inner thigh stretching a little bit more as you rotate. So if it's too much, just rotate it back. Focus on that breathing. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. Walk the feet in, shake it. Switch sides.
Just to let you know, I think you accidentally switched cameras there, Brian.
Yeah.
And now we have no camera at all. There you go. Apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. Brian, we have lost your audio now.
How about now, Matt?
Now we got you.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, fellas. Okay. We're hitting that warrior pose. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're just holding right here. Again, you want a little more inner thigh stretch. You can turn it. Bring those hands above. That's also going to stretch that hip flexor. 10 seconds left. You got that weight on that front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Checking that out. We got the tree pose on both sides. We'll switch this about halfway. 15 seconds on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So right here, good. Squeeze those shoulder blades in the back. And just trying to hold that balance. For 5 more seconds here, then we'll switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. We're holding here. Still getting that squeeze. Still getting that squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. And then we're going to do the chair pose. Twisting to the right and then twisting to the left. I'll let you know when to switch, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sink those hips backwards and turn to the side. You don't have to do a super turn. Any little turn will work. I turn a little bit harder. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. Keeping those hips down and back. 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. All right, cool. So that, like I said, that's a quick sample. That was like a 22-minute workout or something like that. But you know, adding any type of movement into your workout is going to be helpful. I gave you a few ideas. If anybody is interested in, you know, getting like a legit program for yourself, customized written out, then I can do that for you. Or, me and Matt would be happy to have you join our Tuesday, Thursday morning group workout,
There's a lot of groaning and creaking in the morning, but it does
Exactly.
happen.
So yeah, I'm glad to have you. If you want to just reach out to Matt or myself, all of you guys are, Stay at Home Dad Network are have a standing invite for one free workout when you want to come join us. So just let me know.
So we do have a couple of questions that have come up in the chat while you were going.
Okay.
The first two are from Danny Mercer. The first question was, how often would you recommend that we work out when starting out from sedentary?
Okay. I would say if you're talking about, it depends on what type of workout you're talking about, right? So something like this, I would say 2 workouts per week, 3 maybe if it's a light workout, and that's not including, like, if you're just going for a walk. If you're going for a walk, I would say you need to be doing something like that every single day. All right. So, and even starting from sedentary, taking a 10, 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk, that's something that you can definitely do. That's not, especially if you don't have like a ton of hills that you're walking up, but, just walking up and down your street for 10, 15 minutes, 2 times a day, that's probably the best thing for you from sedentary. But I would say if you're going to be doing resistance training, especially if it's lifting weights, and even some of these workouts, I would say 2 times a week to start off. Now, if you're doing it consistently for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, after that, then you should be able to bump it up to 3 or 4 days a week. But you want to, inch your way, take those baby steps, and don't just dive head in, because I see that a lot with my clients where, especially if they, I'm a former athlete, and I run into a lot of former athletes. So as guys, we have a mentality of, I used to be able to do this, or, I want to get back to this, and that's fine. But you have to realize where your body is now, and what the workout that you do today, you do have to pay for later this week. So you want to make sure that, do a workout, see how your body responds to it. That's really what working out is about, for me anyway, is it's more about self-awareness. And, are you feeling healthy today? Are you feeling, what is your energy levels? What is your mood today? And I can tell that all of that first thing in the morning when I get up, get ready and do that workout. I can tell what kind of day I'm going to have based on that first workout, So, yeah, I would say the tortoise wins the race on that.
Okay, a couple other questions. Danny was also wondering if you offer nutritional instruction and or help, recommendations, that type of thing.
Yeah, that would be more on a custom one-to-one basis. And what I would do there is look at your, that's kind of what I was getting at with like the TDEE, that's your total daily energy expenditure. And we'd see, how are you sedentary? So how much activity are you getting in throughout the day? We look at what is your caloric intake of the day, and what is the quality of that intake, and what is the breakdown? What are your macros? What are your fats, proteins, and carbs? From there, you can come up with a ratio of exactly what your macros need to be in order for you to hit whatever your goal weight is. So, and that, like I said, that is definitely more of a one-on-one customized thing where we, sit down and look at exactly what you're eating, and I have to come up with a plan for you to kind of stick to. And, I tried to make that, I want you to stick to the things that you like, because in the past I used to say, here's a meal plan, and people are like, I'm not going to eat this, or even worse, they would not say, I'm not going to eat this, and then just not eat it and not see results. So now that's why I try to make it just more one-on-one and really see what's going on, what things are you missing in your diet, and what can we add that already like, but maybe just don't think about. Oh yeah, like I do like broccoli, roasted broccoli, or I do like roasted Brussels sprouts or something like that, or salmon. So instead of, and then you look at your grocery bill. A lot of times we do what's quick and easy, but you can't. Most times, quick and easy is not cheap. Also, it's like you got to pick one. So if you're cooking at home and you're meal prepping and you have stuff ready to go throughout the week, then you're not scrambling trying to find something quick to eat. You're going to put something healthy in your body. It's more thought out, and your body's going to respond better to the workouts that you're doing.
So Ed Lavazzo was asking the question of how long is a normal routine. I know that on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, we work out from 7 in the morning until 7:45 Eastern time where I am.
Correct.
A couple of the guys are in Central and Mountain, and they're waking up way earlier than me.
Yeah.
But I can vouch that by the end of that 45 minutes, I'm dead on my feet. I mean,
right.
It takes a little time, some ice water to recover to be able to make things work.
Right.
But I know that we put a hard stop at the 7:45 because a couple of us have like distance learning with our kids that starts right at 8:00.
Right.
What is your typical workout length normally?
So for me personally, it's going to be about an hour workout. Like if I'm doing weights or something, but I also take longer rest periods if I'm lifting weights. Now, if I'm going and hitting a heavy bag, those workouts are going to be short, 30, 40 minutes. And generally, I try to keep the workouts around that 40, 45-minute range anyway, because what happens is you get fatigued after that point. Your form starts to dissipate exponentially, and you get hurt. In this platform, 45 minutes, we're able to get in. We get a quick warm up, and then we go through just like we did here. We go through like three mini circuits, and we go through those 3 times, normally for around 40 seconds each, with 20 seconds rest. And like Matt said, at the end of it, you're like, holy crap! Like I can't believe I got that much done in this amount of time. So we're in those sessions. We're not wasting any time. If you need to take a break, that's on you. I'm not sitting there saying, come on, let's go. Like I'm not that type of type of trainer. If I have actual athletes to do that with, yes, I crank it up a notch. I push them. But for this class and for majority of my clients, we're all 30-ish and up, and we're just trying to stay in shape. We want to lose a little bit of weight, stay in shape, be healthy. And so I try to keep those workouts short and effective, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So. But that's it, yeah.
Hold on, Patrick. You gotta give me a second. Daddy's a little busy right now. See, none of us ever get a rest.
Hey, man.
I will say for the people that might feel intimidated by it, when I started working out again with Brian, I was it had been at least 7-8 months since I had been in the gym since the whole lockdown thing started. And I hadn't been doing a whole lot of like endurance training. I mean, I was doing a little bit of cardio on the treadmill and doing a little bit of weight training, but not really pushing myself hard. And it was probably about by around the second week that I was able to make it through all of the circuits without just stopping in the midst of it somewhere. All right, looks like we're having a little network issue here with Brian. There he is.
Switch. I got my HD cameras conking out on me. I have to go to Amazon today, but I'm back.
That's right. That's right. We're down to Q&A, so it's not that difficult.
Right.
So as I was saying, when we first started going back, it was probably about 2, maybe 2.5 weeks before I got to the point where I could make it through all 3 circuits, all 3 like exercise sets and the rest of it. But even yesterday there were points that I had to like drop it down. All right. We have a question from Sterling J. Nolek. Not right now, buddy. Sterling was asking, how much are the group sessions?
So the groups are normally right now it's it's like 160 for the month. And you get 2 sessions per week. So
And then don't we usually do every other Saturday as well?
and every other Saturday.
Squeeze
Yep.
it in.
Yep. Yep. Two a week. So technically that's like 2.5 a week, basically. Yeah. And right now there's small groups. I normally will go through the first set with you guys, give you a good demo, and then I'll come back to the screen and give it the gallery view, and that way you actually get like instruction and coaching on what you're doing. So if I see you like, hey, like you need to widen your stance, or you need to make sure your back stays straight, or you need to draw your knee in a little bit higher. My goal is I'm not just showing you workouts, like it's an actual like coaching session as well. So that's why it's a little more, and it's a little more expensive than like, if you're just, ordering random like, P90X or whatever. Like it's a live interactive workout that I'm there for with you the whole time. So.
All right. Well, I'm looking to see if anybody else has any other questions. I'm not seeing anything popping up, and we have actually gone a little over our normal time. We're at 1:15 right now.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much for coming to join us, Brian.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
I really do appreciate it. It's been a blast. I will see you tomorrow morning at 7. I will
Bright and ugly.
climbing stairs today. Hurt a little bit after leg day yesterday.
Oh yeah, a little double whammy.
Yeah, but for anybody who's interested, I know that you have a website. If you want to go ahead and give that information out there,
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I get it out there for people. But what is your website again?
It's www.boxingfitboss.com. Boxingfitboss.com.
All right. Well, I threw that into the chat on our main window, and
Okay.
everybody else should be able to get it from here. In the meantime, I just want to thank everybody for coming to join us. I appreciate everybody here. Hopefully, some of you guys will be watching this on the recording later because you couldn't find time. But again, Brian, thank you so much for coming to join us, and everybody have a
Absolutely.
really great day.
Awesome. See you, Matt. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're off of live on Facebook.